How you doing? Leather Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a story time for you. This is kind of by request. Of course, when people say they want story times, I'm never quite sure what kind of stories they want. And I have a lot of stories, as you might imagine. Tabby boy, and were you going to tell people my stories? Well, I was thinking maybe I could tell some security guard stories from back in the day, but then I realized I don't know what the statute of limitations might be, and some of them involve local police officers who might still be alive, and even though I never really did anything bad, I still maybe might save them for another time. So instead, what I'm going to treat you to is a story time about the Philadelphia bus terminal about 10 years ago, and it was something that happened to me when I was trying to catch a bus. So, without further ado, here's my story. And Tabby boy, you are not getting out of the room. Oh, and since none of my videos would be complete without a pussycat, here is Cassie, who was not even born when this happened. So, the story begins when I'm all packed up to get a Greyhound bus out from Atlantic City to Philadelphia, and I got to Philadelphia, and then my next bus was going to go to Indianapolis, but I had a bit of a layover. And the great thing about the Philadelphia bus terminal, if you've ever been there, is it's right across the street from Chinatown, and so you can go and get Chinese food at any of a number of really great restaurants, takeout, what have you. And so I got myself some Chinese food, and I came back to the bus terminal, and there I'm thinking, you know what, before I get back on the bus, why don't I go and get some weed? Now, I guess you see where this is going. So I happened to run into this guy. He looked like a black Osama bin Laden. All right, but now if I'm going to buy weed from somebody and it seems like they are a weed dealer, I'm not going to profile them on any way. A person that sells weed to a person that wants weed can look anyway. So I wasn't going to judge him on that, and I felt kind of sorry for him because I got the feeling that he was homeless. So I got like what I thought was going to be about maybe a quarter ounce of weed, and I gave him an extra $10 so that he could get something to eat because I felt bad for him. And of course, I'm trying to do this very fast because I don't know how many cameras there are, and I want to do this as quickly as possible. And I don't want to have any problems because I just want to get back on the bus and go about my adventure. So I did things fast, made my exchange, went into the ladies' room in the bus terminal. And that's when I opened it up in the ladies' room and I found out that it was oregano. So yeah, and of course I put it back in my purse and I ran out, and that man was nowhere to be seen. And I gave a description. I didn't say exactly what happened because I'm not stupid, and weed was a lot less legal then than it is now, and it still is illegal in the state of Pennsylvania, and I wasn't about to implicate myself. However, that guy, guess he saw me. I had the silent, the invisible tattoo on my forehead, the tattoo that says STUPID. So yeah, he saw me coming. And I was pretty pissed off. I mean, that kind of set a little bit of a pall for my trip. The trip wasn't a total wash, but it did piss me off because that's not the sort of thing that you expect to happen, even though you should know better than to trust strangers at bus stations. But if you're trying to get weed, you probably are going to be dealing with strangers. That's just the way it is. And when all is said and done, I don't know that I would have done anything differently because when you're in that situation, you're probably not going to have all your wits about you because even though you are, I would think anytime you're traveling, you're in a hyper vigilant state. You're still, whenever you're in a different environment, I think some of your horse sense sometimes goes out the window, and it did with me. And shame on me, and if you are so low down and dirty that you're going to rip off people, well, then there's a special place in hell for people like you. So, yeah, watch out for the Philadelphia bus terminal. And if somebody tries to sell you weed and they look like Osama bin Laden, maybe don't do business with them. So, yeah. But I do love Greyhound. It still is really the best way to see the country. and it's really great to not have to worry about driving and all that. And there is a certain art to it, and that will be a subject for another story time. Now, if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. I make new videos 3 times a week for your viewing pleasure, and there's usually a pussycat involved. So if you like that sort of thing, come check me out. Till then, talk to you soon. Bye.